So hi everyone, my name is Aaron Stevens. I'm with the team at SimCorp. So just to give you a bit of background into what we do, we provide a variety of services and technology solutions which help automate and streamline buy-side operations from both a front, middle and back office perspective. We also provide data management and client communications solutions in addition to that. And today, client communications is going to be the main theme that we cover, as I'm going to be presenting just a very brief presentation of our digital portal. But before we jump into the portal demonstration itself, I just want to cover a few pillars that led to the demonstration, or sorry, the creation of this portal. First of which is usability. So from a buy-side perspective, client portals have been relatively underdeveloped in the past. They've been slow, clunky, hard to use. So to combat that, what we've done is we've created a portal that is highly intuitive, requires a little training, and has features and benefits that help ensure your clients and investors are likely to log in repeatedly, increasing their engagement with you. Second pillar is scalability. So depending on your strategy as an organization, you may be looking to grow your client base geographically. You may be looking to increase the complexity of the products that you provide, and you may be looking to increase your assets under management. And in order to do that effectively, what you need to do is have tools and processes that scale as easily as your business does. So with that in mind, we've developed this portal to have a solid base of cloud, a solid cloud technology base, and data agnostic features to ensure that you can plug in and play out data sources as you so wish. Personalization is the next theme. So a study by a consultancy a little while ago surveyed around 100 asset managers across the UK and the US. And what they found in that study was that only 12% of those asset managers offered customization as part of their client communications outputs. So with that in mind, what it does is it represents a huge opportunity for any asset manager to offer who's willing to offer personalization as part of their client experience and client journey. And you'll see how we're going to be offering that via the portal in a few moments. And security is the last pillar. So we've invested a lot in security in terms of the delivery of this app from all angles, so that your investors can be extremely confident that when they log in and use the app, that they can be confident in that it's secure, and it also reduces your operational and reputational risk as well. So with that in mind, I'm just going to go into the demo system itself. So essentially, this app is a one-stop shop communications shop between your investor and your relationship managers. So there are two views. There is an investor view and a relationship manager view. This is the investor view here. So on average, studies have shown that the average investor only logs into a portal such as this for 5 seconds, simply to find out whether, number one, how rich they are, and whether they're getting richer or poorer. And so in order to find out that information, we've got widgets here at the top which show high-level account overviews that enable them to find that out. So pretty simple. But on occasion, some of the investors may want to delve a little deeper into their data. And so for that reason, what we've got is some dashboard functionality here. So for the purposes of this demonstration, the dashboards are configured to hold holdings data and transactions data. But these dashboards are actually completely customizable for the needs of both your organization and your clients as well. So whether your organization has only 10 clients or whether you have thousands, in theory, these can be customized for every single client depending on what their requirements are. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, these dashboards are highly intuitive and easy to use. So they've got rollover functionality, they've got drill down capabilities as well. So if I click on this fixed income segment of this pie chart here, all of the other widgets also based on that. And the possibilities for customization really are endless. So we have one European client. They're around 100 billion euros in assets under management. And they're using this dashboard functionality purely for ESG portfolio analysis capabilities. So the way that the model works is the relationship manager would use these dashboards to communicate how any changes to a client's portfolio would impact their overall ESG tolerance and ESG requirements. So that's just an example of the possibilities that you could use these dashboards for. One thing I forgot to mention is that even though this demo has SimCorp Coric branding, you can obviously brand it to match whatever branding requirements your organisation has to ensure you're completely compliant from that point of view. So moving on to the reporting section, I'm going to show you the portal's self-service reporting capabilities. So another very, very powerful aspect of this portal is that it allows your investors to perform their own self-service reporting in between your typical client reporting cycles. So whether your client reporting cycles are weekly, monthly, or quarterly or yearly, the investor can log in, select a template, in this case a holdings report template, and customize the data however they wish. And I just want to clarify that you are completely, as an organization, you're completely in control of the data that you allow your clients access to. So I'm a bit of a petrol head myself, so I'm going to use a car analogy. So if you can put your investor in the driver's seat, but you can control whether they have the keys to a Ferrari, so high levels of highly complex data that they might not necessarily need, or a Ford Focus, which is what they need to get the job done, to get this reporting completed from their point of view. So they can filter, your investors can filter on either the filter section here, groups or columns. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to filter on country. So I'm going to select United Kingdom, make the updates there. You can see the visualization has changed. In terms of the way that the data is grouped, I'm not really a fan of this, so I'm going to remove industry, change asset type to sector instead. Once again, the visualization's changed, as you can see. And I maybe want to change the columns, so I'm going to change or add an industry column. And in terms of the data sets, I'm going to add local book value after market price. And there, I've updated the report. So now I've updated this report, I can obviously download it in Excel, CSV, or PDF format. Once again, those outputs can be branded according to your organization's requirements. But perhaps most powerfully, I can save this report, or this report template, and I can schedule it. So in this case, when I turn scheduling on, I can schedule this report to be emailed to me either daily, weekly, or monthly. In this case, I want to select weekly, using data from the past 7 days. And I'd actually like it in PDF format. So now I've saved that. When I go into the reporting section, I can see that scheduled report has been set up. So from now on, every week, I'm going to get this custom holdings template emailed to me, or rather, the email will contain a link to the exact section of this portal that the report is situated in. And not only is it powerful from a client experience point of view, but it's also powerful from an organizational point of view as well. So, for example, if your client services teams or client reporting teams are the teams that are primarily responsible for completing their client reporting cycles, if they go into this tool and do a bit of analysis and see that a high percentage of your investors are downloading these custom holdings reports as part of their client reporting cycles, they can actually remove that from their workload, which really increases their efficiency and resource capacity as well. So there are benefits from a multitude of areas. So moving into the Documents tab here. So this is very much a documents library offered as part of the portal solution as well, where all of the saved reports in the section I've just mentioned, the reporting section, can be saved. It can also be used as a communications hub between investor and relationship manager as well. So say, for example, some documents need to be communicated between relationship manager and investor, rather than having those communicated via email, which isn't really secure or compliant. That can be done in this section here. And there's also an upload function as well. So the investor can really save any relevant documents that they so wish. And now I'm going to show you another aspect of the platform, which is the behavioral analytics. So if you want to, as an organization, you can actually have the option to track the usage of every single user that uses the platform itself. So right now, I'm in the record of one individual investor. So I can see his engagement score in terms of how he's engaged with the platform, total logins, how often he logs in for, and perhaps most powerfully, the media that he's consumed within the platform over time. So the summary of the media that he's consumed is shown here. So I can see that this particular investor is most interested in Bitcoin and Forex investments as well. So as a relationship manager, I can also see that this investor logs in mostly on Monday. So I can probably give him a call on a Monday afternoon or a Tuesday morning, or if it's not a call, as part of my next meeting, I can perhaps bring my next cryptocurrency fact sheet or provide him with some information on Forex investments that he might be interested in. So from that point of view, the tool is actually very powerful from both an upselling and cross-selling perspective as well. Likewise, marketing teams can find this tool very, very useful in addition, so they can amalgamate this data from various users and perhaps create some account-based marketing or tailored marketing that can further help with, as I say, marketing the organization and offering those upselling and cross-selling capabilities too. So we've only had 10 minutes. That's been a very, very quick tour of the tool itself. I'll be at the conference for the rest of the day. So if you have any more questions or would like any more clarification about what I've just shown you, say hi, and yeah, I'll gladly have a chat. Thank you. Thanks all.
All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and hello, everyone who is following us online here. My name is Thilo Zeitler. I'm the CFO and one of the product owners at Zeitler Group. Zeitler Group is a law firm. We've been established in 2008. We're mostly having asset managers as clients, over 200 at this point, to be exact. But since 2016, we've moved much more into the RegTech, legal tech space. So we have almost as many software developers as we have lawyers by this point. And besides the normal legal advice for the asset management industry, we produce tech solutions, for example, the automated generation of regulatory reports like usage kits. We've created over 4,000 of those for clients so far. The automated generation of marketing material like fact sheets. We also have a global legal knowledge hub on our tech platform. We have a tech solution for counterparty due diligence and so on. But today I wanted to talk about our latest product, which has only just been created. It was created on the back of client demand, as is the case with many of our products, and that's IDA, Intelligent Data Analysis Report. And IDA is trying to solve, or hopefully partly solving the well-known problem of all the data of our clients being out there scattered in various different sources and aggregating that data, gathering that data, and making sense of it and gaining valuable insights from that data. So that's exactly what we've done with IDA. We created various APIs. We did simple email parsing scripts, collected all the data, put it into a data warehouse, or a cloud-based SQL database to be exact. We did all the transforming, the mapping of the data, various calculations, and then send it back to our own platform for visualization. Our platform is called Sightless Swift. We can use various forms, and some clients want to use, for example, Microsoft's Power BI to visualize the data. We do that too. So one use case, for example, is an asset manager that wants to look at the AUM, the fees, and so on. So in this case, for example, it would have a dashboard. It would say, this is how your AUM geographically has evolved over the years. It will show a quick breakdown. Yes, you can see in a Sunburst chart, you know, what kind of clients they have and where. It can be sliced and diced as you like. It can be filtered or aggregated. What have been the biggest outflows, inflows over the last month or week, or in this case, I think it was 7 days. You can look at it from different perspectives. So you can say, maybe I want to look at it from a Swiss franc perspective, different effects views, basically. This is all highly customizable. So the input and the output can be anything. It's just the framework in the middle that's there and that's ready to be used. So for example, some clients have used this for board packs. Others have used it to help the sales team when they go out to clients, because we also, in a second, we'll see a client report. This is a drill down of AUM, again, aggregated and grouped by, for example, by client type, client location, on a quarterly, annual, monthly basis, how the client groups have evolved over time in AUM and management fees. But again, it's just one use case. There can be various. One section that one of our clients in particular liked was the cash flow analysis. You can look at the inflows and outflows in the funds, and you can see and search for patterns and see what the reasons might have been for inflows and outflows. There have been several regressions being done as well to support the analysis. The management fee analysis is probably self-explanatory, all types of fees, and again, where are the fees coming from, through which channels and sources are we collecting most of the money, for example. And again, over time, you might be able to spot patterns or certain clusters. The last bit, and I only have 5 minutes, so I think I'm almost done here, is going to be the client report. It's the one I mentioned earlier. That's good for the sales teams, for example, when they go out to see a client. They can see quickly how's the client ranked, what fees are we getting, and what kind of sub-funds or strategies are they invested, how has that evolved over time, the AUM, the cumulative flow, and how does it stack up against other clients. But again, you can add as many graphs as you like, as long as your data allows it, and you can slice it, group it in the same sense as what you have, you can use, basically. So I know my time's almost up, so thank you very much for your time. I had to talk very quickly to get done within 5 minutes. But just to highlight again, it's very customizable. So whatever you have, and if you think we can help you or your clients make more sense of your data with a tool like this, or this tool exactly, then we'd obviously love to hear from you. Or if you need any other legal, regulatory, or tech solutions, we are happy to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Johnson from InvestCloud. Today we're going to be presenting a video for you guys. So it's myself, my colleagues Roger at the back and Sally. So after the videos, if you have any questions or would like to sort of talk in more detail, we can discuss, I guess, at the networking areas. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Gareth Rees. I work in the pre-sales team for InvestCloud, and I'm going to show you today a little bit about what InvestCloud is about and what we do for clients like you in the marketplace. What we do can really be summarized in our vision statement most completely, and that is that any investment manager can have access to a first-class digital platform through the cloud with InvestCloud. Really how we define digital, what that means for us, can be broken down into 5 core areas. Improving your communication and experiences that you have with your clients, your advisors, your relationship managers, driving more automation in the way in which you manage your clients through better quality CRM, better data distribution, more engagement and heightened functionality through things like regulated UK financial advice, CRM, and some of those enhanced digital touch points through chat, video, secure messaging, and more empathetic distribution of content. We're also passionate about data and better use of data. We've got a comprehensive digital warehouse that gives you a single version of truth across your different systems. And for some investment managers and wealth managers, we also provide functionality and automation around the middle and back office. So think GIPS compliant performance calculation, attribution engines, and also the portfolio accounting capability that really allows you to realize massive operational efficiency and digitization in your back office. How do we do this? Well, everything is underpinned by our digital warehouse. This sits at the core of our platform. And what we do here is we integrate your existing systems, both third-party systems and internally built legacy systems that you have yourselves. We've got over 1,100 different pre-existing integrations. Many of the major UK back office providers we have completed integrations with. And what happens is we take up your data, we normalize it within our common interface, store it in a single place within the digital warehouse, and then expose that data out through our app library. And different managers that we work with will pick and choose different functional pieces depending on the problem that they're trying to solve within their business. We divide our functional components up into colors. Blue is about client communications, automation, and management. Orange is about data. Black is your performance risk and attribution elements. And green is the digital automation of the middle and back office. I want to show you a couple of screens just to highlight how all this comes together. And I'm going to focus the experience that we're going to show you today on a relationship manager or financial advisor view within a wealth or investment manager. And this really gives me a comprehensive overview of my book of business. I can track my total client AUM, looking at different leads and clients that I'm targeting, as well as giving me firm visibility and transparency around my sales quota. We're driving operational efficiency through system-generated CRM alerts, also surfacing me tasks and notifications on things that I need to complete to push my clients through their sales funnel. Tons of different data and analytics can be surfaced by the digital warehouse. We track and store every single click that is made on the platform to drive more insightful and strategic decision making. So wins versus loss ratios, opportunity snapshots, even further down below where I'm actually looking at what are my clients looking at? What pages are they logging into? What pieces of content are they engaging with? And this is really where you can start to track some of that usage analytics and use it to your advantage to drive your digital development and the iterations of your solution. Content up here as well, hugely important. Content is a really powerful way to drive more engagement with your clients. And we surface, recommended and tailored content based on what we understand about the relationship manager's client base and based on how we're digitally profiling their clients. Just very briefly and quickly, I want to show you how we can also automate an onboarding process and a typical client engagement process. And I'm going to drill into my list of opportunities. These are the deals that the relationship manager is working on. And up at the top, you can see the different stages of my sales funnel. And these are mapped to a typical UK engagement journey with a client. So my discovery, up to the stage of my submission of my proposal, and ultimately into the distribution of my suitability report and the investment of the funds. What I can do here is to pull up a specific client in Carolyn Harley and actually walk through the process of how do we onboard Carolyn, how do we complete a fact find in a digitally automated fashion. We've deliberately designed this so that it's non-linear. We have these nice bold buckets so the relationship manager is able to complete elements of the fact find at their own pace. And this is all underpinned by our behavioral science thinking and principles. We call this the progression dynamic. It's super clear to the advisor at every stage how much information they have collected and what information they need to collect. So this is a very high-level overview of our UK-focused CRM capabilities. You've seen a snapshot of the over 300 apps that we have across the InvestCloud app library. Would always be open and love to have a chat with you about some of your digital ambitions and your digital strategy and how we can align some of these capabilities to drive real value out in your business. Thank you.
Welcome to the Avaloq presentation at the Global Wealth Tech Summit 2021. My name is Vinay Laxman. I'm a solution consultant at Avaloq, and in this short presentation, I'll be introducing the Avaloq Wealth product line. The Avaloq Wealth product line is a modular range of solutions designed to support and empower individuals throughout the wealth value chain. This begins with self-service products for end clients such as web banking and self-directed investment, and continues through to the front office with client communication apps and investment advisory tools, and finally supports the investment office and business support with products for portfolio rebalancing, client profiling, and CRM. But for now, let's get into some demos. The Avaloq Wealth Platform is a persona-driven application with desks designed for front office personas such as investment managers, relationship managers, wealth advisors, and portfolio managers. Built on a set of microservices and APIs, it can be integrated into any back-end system, not just the Avaloq core platform. Shown here, we start with the investment advisory desk, where at a glance I can view health checks on my clients, analytics, as well as client lists and positions. This data is all provided in real time, so I can be confident that I'm always up to date with the latest transactions. This is all built with a modern UI, based on Google Material Design to provide a clean experience to the user. Everything is drilled through, allowing me to quickly access the information I need. So if I want to check what these allocation breaches are, I can click and a list of the breaches is shown on a per client basis. The desks within the Avaloq platform are interchangeable, allowing our clients to customize their user experiences in order to maximize the benefits they can provide to their clients. The Avaloq Wealth platform is designed to be used directly with clients, either in face-to-face meetings or over a screen share. When we click on a client, the context changes to reflect only that client's information in the client book. This allows me to share the screen safely without exposing any other client's data, whilst also allowing my client to review all the same information with me. From here, I can review the client's activity, future projections, transactions, as well as the standard client static data. For now, let's have a look at the analytics. From the analytics screen, I can review the portfolio's performance, exposure, and risk, giving both myself and the client a clear understanding of the portfolio structure. Scrolling down, I can also see a more granular breakdown of the portfolio contents. Here I can change the groupings as I see fit. Lastly, I've also got a warning marker on the top here, highlighting potential concerns with the client account, allowing me to quickly bring up these possible pain points to make my client meeting as efficient as possible. Finally, let's take a look at the Portfolio Constructor. This tool is designed for investment managers or portfolio managers to provide a clean, integrated user experience when proposing investments, building mandates, and rebalancing portfolios. To start with, I can look at an overview of my client's current mandate, and I can already see some issues with it in terms of exposure and unrecommended assets. From here, I can now create my own scenario to begin trying to resolve these issues. I'm going to remove the unrecommended asset by setting its value to 0, and I'll increase the equity investment in 2 existing positions. Each time I do this, the model is updated in real time, and I can review the resulting changes in terms of performance, exposure, and risk. I can also view simulations of the portfolio, reflecting real-world economic scenarios, and I can compare the new portfolio to the old one. Finally, once I'm happy, I can click Checkout, which will prepare the trades and generate the appropriate documentation. I can do all of this from one screen in real time with my client. The CIO desk supports an organization's investment office by providing tools that aid in strategy management, investment content, and house view integration. The CIO House View application provides support for investment committees by allowing you to create a session and capture the views of individual members in order to derive the house view. Investment content can also be managed via the CIO desk, aiding in the creating, publishing, and archiving of investment publications, and can also integrate third-party investment research. The Discretionary Portfolio Management Desk supports portfolio managers along the value chain. It increases scalability by providing efficient mass monitoring and management of models and mandates, as well as quick benchmarking using flexible scopes and comparison views across multiple objects. It reduces operational risk by providing easy access to aggregated risk analytics, as well as daily monitoring and health checks. Lastly, it saves time to lower your overall cost by providing a centralized repository for all your investment solutions. We hope you enjoyed our presentation, and we look forward to sharing more of our solutions with you in the future. Welcome to the
Is it working? Yeah, it's good. Okay, great. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for sticking by with the demo stage. My name is Leon Herslick. I'm with a company called Unblue, and so I'm going to take you through the who, what, where, and how of Unblue. So we're a Swiss company with offices around the world, headquartered in Basel. We've got offices here in London, and obviously you can see we've got a lot of international clients, some of those based in the UK. So what are we? We call ourselves a conversational platform. So principally that is around chat, messaging, voice and video calls, and probably the main thing we offer is methods of co-browsing, so collaboration layers. So that can be browser-based, document co-browsing, embedded co-browsing. There's a lot of different co-browsings. You may not know what they are, but we'll focus on the use case we'll go into in a second, just on documents and websites. So what we've got here is we're acting as a client going into a secure portal. No downloads needed, but they've gone into basically a secure room where the agent has set up everything he needs to pitch some sort of investment. So the first thing we go to is a web page. Now obviously it doesn't have to be this web page, it could be any of them. It could be your own web page as well. And ultimately he wants to explain to the client why his investment is the best option. So we can go through and he can highlight certain features on the actual page live to the client. The client can do the same thing. So here, there's some certain funds that he wants to show what we're dealing with, and the client can do the same. So they can go into a markup mode and highlight what they have questions on. Here we've moved into documents. So there's two documents to go into. In this case, this is just a static document. So it's a proposal. He's showing there's two different types of portfolios. Again, the same kind of activity exists. He can mark things up. The client can mark things up to also point out questions or where clarification is needed. Again, here he's just gone down, further down. We can actually lock these activities. So certain parties can interact and others can't. So it depends on how you set that up. So we're going to go into the application form in a second. And this is an example of a more live document where the advisor can actually go through and help fill out the application form with the client live. So again, we have the same activities. We can highlight certain things, so can the client. And ultimately, what we want to do is get down to a certain point where we can actually sign a form. Now, we'll get there in a second. But the main idea here is that we are pretty much agnostic to any sort of signature, e-signature providers that exist out there. So, and I won't show it here, but what happens would be that our bot, so something else we offer, would actually do the integration for us or the interaction for us and send this document through to whatever signature provider we have to get signatures, and then have that downloaded to both parties into both interfaces, and then store all of this securely. So if you want to know more about that, perhaps the other types of co-browsing we offer, please come by the Unblue stand today. Thank you.
Hi, hello. My name is Daniel Stachowiak. I'm the MD of MyDocSafe, and I want to show you a use case that we are currently offering to wealth managers. The problem we're trying to solve is customer registration, also known as customer onboarding. And it costs you a lot of money. The faster it is, the faster you make money, but there are compliance issues, security issues, and user experience issues that are all involved. And that's what we're trying to solve. So with us, it could be all very easy, and I'm going to show you that specific use case in a very short video.
MyDocSafe, the only software you need to onboard your clients. As a wealth manager, registering new clients can be a long and compliance-heavy process. MyDocSafe allows you to automate it end-to-end in one adaptive and bespoke workflow. uniquely tailored to your business, with all data stored centrally and securely for access whenever you need it. Let's take a look at an example workflow. The client starts by receiving an invitation via email to set up a login in a secure portal, which contains the onboarding workflow. Once they've set up a new account and password, they are presented with the workflow. The left panel shows them where they are in the process. They begin filling in the general information form. Depending on the client's responses to the form, the process can reconfigure itself to show the required forms and documents. The customer continues filling in the information that you require from them. Once they get to a defined point in the process, you can require them to perform AML and KYC checks. They can use a webcam to scan a type of ID, in this case a passport, and just hold it up to the camera. The photo is uploaded and checked for legibility. Then the biometric check is done in the same way. The customer can use their webcam to take a selfie, which is again uploaded to Yoti to verify. If completing the process on a computer not equipped with a webcam, they can transition to a phone to carry these checks out. Once AML is verified, the customer continues filling out required forms. Each step of the process is ticked to show completion. The AML KYC test results are only shown to the wealth manager, as shown by the grey circle around the AML check on the left panel. Customer choices can reconfigure the workflow on the fly if extra documents need to be signed or more information collected. For example, if a customer wishes to trade in US securities, the workflow will show the W8 and W9 forms. The customer continues through the steps you have specified in advance. If needs be, the customer can leave the process halfway through and come back later to pick up where they left off. Once all forms are filled in, the customer is provided with relevant terms and conditions documentation to review, and prices and charges documentation. Finally, the customer can sign agreements and contracts digitally. MyDocSafe.
So I just want to leave you with that last sentence, which is if you are looking for something similar, you could get it launched with us pretty much in a week or a bit more. We are at table 10 in the corner. That's our new headquarters for the day. You could meet me, the MD, or the chairman, Philip Crawford, if you'd like to talk more. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. That's me in the corner, flying over from Amsterdam this morning. And thank you very much for your time. My name is Tarek from Surfly. I started my career in tech a decade ago with a company called Apigee, who we pushed to IPO in a Google acquisition, which was a pretty fun journey. But fast forwarding, the world has changed. And now over at Surfly, we know what's changed. Basically, we've had to find new ways of connecting with our customers, with our colleagues, with our loved ones. You can say, and probably agree with me, that shift happens. And it's a time of global transformation where every industry is being forced to adapt to this new remote reality. One such industry we've got a lot of work on is life insurance. And you can see that they've had to rapidly acclimatize to providing uninterrupted services to their digital clients in a remote way. What they've also pointed out is what's most important for these advisors are signatures, application submission forms, and client onboarding processes. Similarly, in wealth management, what we find is co-browsing and document sharing is also very key to digitalizing that process. So yeah, so as I was saying, so this is a report from Dunstan Thomas, and they showed over half of the firms that have these kind of capabilities, they're not really fitting for purpose. And there's a lot of reasons. Screen sharing on one hand, has limitations around security and quality. There are other co-browsing types, like embedded co-browsing, which is very complex to set up, especially in banking environments. And what Surfly is, essentially, is a seamless and secure collaboration layer that aims to really digitalize your processes from start to finish, eliminating the friction points like printing forms and scanning and signing. We offer co-browsing. Unrivaled, you can head over to g2.com and put in co-browsing over there. You'll see what comes up. Video chat, document editing, and e-signing. As well as powerful integrations with our API, we can integrate with Salesforce, with contact center platforms, with wealth advisor platforms, chatbots, chat tools. And this is one example of what we can do. So imagine you have an advisor workspace. Using our embed API, we can kind of lift our application and put it within that specific application. You can have your Reuters feeds coming in, you can have your customer data and your robo-advice there helping that advisor, and this is all within that one platform. So our mission is to really take your existing platforms and turn them into that collaboration experience. The customer experience, how is that? Well, easily, send a link via WhatsApp, SMS, email, whatever. It's all branded, so we don't want you to be on a Teams or Zoom session. We want your clients to be on your brand's experience. They can also click a button from one of your client portals and start a session. We also have an active collaboration, so we can switch control between advisor and clients and making it much more interactive. Also, we've got the video chat, which you can see a face goes a long way in, when trying to offer a really personalized experience. This is me trying to be a US government official. I'm sure you probably all know when you go into the US the faces you get. But what I'm trying to highlight here is the security aspect. So we can mask without any single code on your application, whatever sensitive field that is, whether it's a credit card number, whether that's a social security ID. We also can offer on-premise and private cloud installations as well on a security front. What you're looking at here is an audit log API. We do not store any session data. We are GDPR compliant. But what we give you is a really contextual, granular data of what's happening on the session. What time was a document shared? Where did the client click? Where did the advisor click? So for the MiFID II compliance, very important. And we also offer real-time e-signing. So this isn't sending a DocuSign link and waiting for someone to press it. Maybe they take days to sign, briefcase time, kind of losing that efficiency. Within the same session, an advisor can switch the control to the client can sign, they can switch back the control to the advisor can sign. Access Singapore went live with us last year with 1,000 advisors in just 2 weeks. We're dead simple to set up. You could literally go live today. That was just some of the training we had to do. And they integrated us within their ease application. Within the session, the advisor could show brochures, authenticate with the government ID, which is called SingPass over there in Singapore, integrated e-signing and a link to a payment portal. We managed to improve their conversions by 20%, and they also selected us over Surfly, over Zoom, because of our security and advanced capabilities. We're award-winning. I think next is the FIS guys, so we were part of the accelerator last year out of hundreds of companies. We won the UK government's Tech Rocket Ship Awards out of several more hundreds, and we won the Creating the New Normal competition over at the Singapore FinTech Festival out of 7,000 companies. Here are some of our customers and partners. We work with Vitality over here, New York Life, Allianz, AXA, some big names. We have a QR code over there with some more use cases, or if you want to, we're giving away a 30-day free trial, which you can set up instantly. Also connect with me on LinkedIn if you wish. And that's what we're trying to do at Surfly. We're really trying to empower the next wave of advisor superheroes. So if you'd like to find out more, come and find me around, and be happy to show you a demo on your applications. Thank you very much, guys.
Still just 10 minutes of the morning left, so good morning to you all. Just a few words on our company. We were formed in '95, so we're in our 26th year. We're British, we're privately owned, we're debt-free, we've got money in the bank. So if it comes to choosing a vendor and being compliant with the operational efficiencies dictates, we should tick the box as a reliable vendor going forward. We have some of the largest banks, some of the largest global wealth companies, investment and asset management companies on our customer list. We specialise in regulatory software. We've got 3 main lines. I'm going to talk to you today not about our complaints management or our training and competency, but about SMCR, or the Senior Managers and Competence Regime, which, if you're a FCA authorised company, you will be doing. So on one level you say, well, I've got a system to do this. In our recent polls, over probably a couple of hundred FCA authorised companies, still somewhere between 65 and 70% of companies are managing this regime with existing in-house tools. Things like spreadsheets, HR systems, LMS systems, cobbling it all together. Some are making a really good job of it, but there are a couple of pitfalls. Because it's a constantly changing environment where the regulations are changing, people are coming and going, people's roles are changing, people are delegating responsibilities to colleagues, and you've got to keep track of decisions made at committee. The complexity and the volume of data that you as a company have to manage becomes increasingly challenging year on year. And there's two pitfalls to trying to do this with in-house systems. One is the risk factor, the risk of something falling through a crack and you not being able to demonstrate successfully to the FCA when you're being audited why a decision was made, by whom, and that those people were actually qualified to make those decisions and what the rationale behind that was. The other one is cost. I was talking to a bank a little while ago, and they said managing the regime has turned into a cottage industry. They just keep throwing more and more people at it. So I think they've got the risk under control, but the cost is escalating. So really what we're about as a company is automating the management of that process and storing all the relevant information that you need to make those returns to the FCA in one place. And that doesn't mean replacing any existing systems. If you've already got an HR system which keeps records of your staff, we can import some information, we can flag other information, but the key thing is that actually, ultimately, there's a single source of truth. So when the FCA come calling and they say, well, why was this decision made back in 2017? You can roll back on a timeline down to an individual day and get a complete governance map, who was on a committee, evidence of why that decision was made, the rationale behind it, and that those people who made the decision were qualified to make that decision. It also manages your annual certification and your weekly directory returns. It takes a lot of the hard work out of the process. I've got about a minute now. So all I'm going to do, just going to flash through about 3 screenshots. We're on stand 5, so if it actually rings a bell with any of you. So if you're an HR, if you're in compliance, or you actually hold a senior manager role as pertains to the FCA, you may have an interest in finding out a little bit more. We actually employed a chap from who'd been 6 years with Apple to help us design the interface. The bulk of the people in your company won't work in the tool itself. They'll just get email calls to action and a hyperlink to a form to fill out, their annual attestation, I can never say that word, F&P attestation, that sort of thing. So literally their experience of the product, particularly as a senior manager, you won't want to be learning a new app, is email notification, click the link, fill in the form. For those who are managing the system, we are told by our prospects, not just our customers, it's very intuitive. You can get a view of all the people in your team, all the people in your company, dashboards to see where people are with certification and all that good stuff, visual maps of committees and structures and people, the whole lot. As I say, if that's of interest, just come and seek us out on booth number 5. and we can give you a brochure, take you through something. So I think that's all I wanted to say. 6 minutes probably. Thanks ever so much. Cheers. Oh, it's back. Look. So governance map. That's it. Thanks ever so much. Cheers.
Hello, I'm Guillaume Desclés, CEO and founder of Pax Familia. During the next 5 minutes, I'm going to present you our solution, give you a taste of how it works, and of course, how to get in contact afterwards. Pax Familia is a wealth planning platform that provides a new experience of holistic advice. Today, more than 900 advisors distribute Pax Familia in a white label environment to over 20,000 families. Organizations that use Pax Familia are private banks, family offices, asset managers, and accountancy firms. They choose Pax Familia because they want to extend or consolidate their services to holistic advice. What makes Pax Familia different from other solutions in the market? First, our family-centric and user interface. Second, our capacity to structure and consolidate the most complex wealth information into what we call the Family Wealth Passport. Third, we allow to collect the information from multiple data sources and connect it to powerful advising and reporting tools. Let's have a quick discovery of the John and Jane's Pax Familia account. Please note that Pax Familia provides a shared interface between the client and the advisor. It means that everyone can access it and contribute to this information with different rights and roles. A family account is divided in 4 main sections. First, get a holistic understanding on your client's wealth. Second, set their goals and build action plan. Third, create estate planning scenarios. And finally, generate and share custom report to your clients. Let's dig in the holistic understanding section. The family structure covers the civil aspect on John and Jane's wealth, like people involved in their wealth structure and the type of matrimonial regime between the spouses. This information is key to give a true patrimonial angle to the family estate aggregation in Europe. The estate inventory reproduces the balance sheet of each person or company linked to the couple's assets. Each type of asset and liability can be connected, tracked, and documented. It can be viewed as a list of assets or consolidated into a graphical and global analysis, or even in an interactive structure organogram that gives John and Jane a perfect understanding on their estate structuration at each level of ownership. Finally, and key information for all estate planners in Europe, Pax Familia is able to make the difference between the full ownership, bare ownership, and the usufruct to calculate the exact fiscal value of the ownership for each asset. The donation or gifting inventory provides a detailed and documented information on each gift made within the family. It also helps the parents to have a view on the updated amount received by the children and understand who received more or less than the others. We believe that anticipating this kind of communication can prevent many conflicts during the succession process. The digital vault enables anyone with an access to add, organize, share, or comment the documents related to John and Jane's wealth. Planning goals and life plan. Once everyone has a perfect understanding on the family wealth, the advisor can define with their clients their patrimonial goals and related action plan. Pax Familia provides a suite of estate planning tools directly connected to the client's balance sheet to reduce as much as possible the data manipulation. The financial planning tool allows a cash flow and estate projection analysis of the client. the advisor can make scenarios based on non-patrimonial cash flows event, create buy or sales operation, and change charges or revenues for each asset, as well as changing the percentage of return per asset or asset class. The succession simulation tool offers the same kind of possibilities. With Pax Familia, it is easy and scalable to report your analysis to the client or collaborate with other professionals. The smart reporting tool enables advisors to generate personalized estate reports based on pre-formatted templates. It can easily be adapted and customized by adding all kinds of tables, charts, and text. Finally, the access rights section allows the advisors to invite other family members or external professional advisors to join the account, enrich the information, or collaborate. Pax Familia keeps also a full record of all activities made by the users on the platform. Well, thank you. I hope these 5 minutes have triggered your interest. Feel free to contact me directly or via our website paxfamilia.com to schedule a demo, and I hope to see you soon.
I can follow red and green. It's just fingers crossed. Hi everyone. Thanks for coming or staying for this session. It's really good to be here in person today. My name is Paul Driver from Eri, and I'm responsible for business development. It does work. Business development and partnerships across the UK and Ireland, focused primarily on the private wealth sector. So Eri is a global solution provider specializing in front-to-back integrated real-time transaction processing, asset servicing solutions for the private banking and wealth management markets. We offer institutions a modern, open and highly flexible platform on which to drive front-to-back efficiencies, control costs and maintain compliance. With our open APIs, parameterization and multi-entity capabilities, our proposition offers one of the broadest sets of core functionality on the market. In fact, over 400 institutions worldwide have chosen Eri's Olympic banking system to streamline, simplify, and automate their daily processes. And with a proven delivery track record, Eri is a partner you can trust throughout. So for today's topic, I'm going to talk about Eri in the context of what makes a successful hybrid model. So a lot is spoken about the growing needs and expectations of clients, and rightly so. The daily demands for speed and flexibility to support their fast-paced lives, the requests for more holistic services that help them plan towards their long-term life goals, the push for autonomy and a seamless experience across channels, and the overarching desire for transparency and simplicity. However, for many financial institutions, there's still much to do. Even after the acceleration we've seen during the pandemic, it's broadly accepted that service models need to transform in order to meet and satisfy client expectations longer term. And there's a lot at stake for businesses here too, but the rewards can be great as well. Attracting new clients, the next generation of wealth, more effective client engagement and data insights, more automation and efficient end-to-end processes, more time spent on value-add services, and the opportunity for more diverse propositions. So a joined-up approach should be the focus here over one that looks at digitisation in isolation. This is very much a win-win scenario if done well and in a sustainable way. Beyond the tactical changes that were forced upon many firms over the last 2 years, businesses need to review their strategy to ensure operating models and end-to-end technology are fit for purpose and able to support clients' long-term expectations. A failure to connect the business internally and externally will often result in operational silos, breakdowns in client communication, and increased workloads further down the chain, which will frustrate clients and eat away at profits. Institutions that strive to offer a connected, coherent experience to all participants, clients, advisors, employees, partners, will be far better positioned for success. Adopting a joined-up approach brings together the benefits of human interaction with the support and enablement of technology to ensure client needs are addressed consistently and in the best possible way throughout the client lifecycle. With a progressive strategy in place, institutions can more easily flex their service model to meet the future demands on the business. For many, a successful hybrid model is one that achieves the optimal blend of digital and human services, allowing clients to benefit from greater transparency and access to insights, whilst freeing up advisors from many of the administrative tasks that are common with traditional service models. A successful hybrid model is more than just digitising parts of the process to ease workloads. It's also about enabling clients to proactively take part in management of their wealth, enabling faster decision-making thanks to insights being available on demand, and providing a more flexible connection with their advisor. A hybrid model is only as good as the foundations on which it is built, and without these in place, the business is at risk of being left behind. Eries Olympic banking system provides private banks and wealth managers with a flexible and open platform on which to structure a successful hybrid model, offering connected client experiences, front-to-back operational efficiencies, and configurability to evolve the model as the business changes into the future. We are continually recognised as one of the leading transaction processing solutions in the market over many years and across multiple territories. I've probably used up my 5 minutes. I'd just like to thank you for listening. We do have a stand within the event, so look forward to speaking to you during the rest of the event. Thank you.
Hi everyone, we're Moxtra. We have a very quick demo video for you.
In today's new world, client expectations have been dramatically changed with the rise of digital transformation. Today's high-touch client engagement, however, is stuck in the chaos of email and fragmented channels. At the same time, modern mobile-first digital solutions have caused a dramatic shift in the expectation of clients when it comes to high-quality service delivered on demand. Current interactions with our private wealth clients mostly occur over disconnected modalities of engagement, such as email, messaging, chat, document collaboration, online meetings, and many more such tools. This fragmentation is a massive control and operational problem. But in this challenging environment, today's wealth managers face the pressure to be responsive to the ever-increasing on-demand expectations of clients. Wealth managers have to deliver a high quality of service with short response times and within a tight budget on a daily basis. With your one-stop client interaction hub powered by Moxtra, your streamlined and next-generation client service solution is just a fingertip away. Your wealth managers can broadcast investment opportunities to their entire customer base, enabling their clients to react quickly on their terms. Use multi-layered document sharing, collaboration, and annotations to provide on-demand advice at the touch of a button. Wealth experts can tailor their advice with audio and video annotations on documents to create effective, dynamic, high-touch product pitches on the go. Relationship managers can escalate these conversations into a real-time meeting. Once agreed, relationship managers can create approval transaction cycles to obtain digital signatures and confirmation from clients on investment transactions, fund approvals, new product purchases, and much more. Moxtra enables your relationship managers to easily conduct periodic performance reviews, update risk profiles with clients, receive investment approvals, and more. Taking care of each and every structured and unstructured step inside of your wealth management client interaction workflows. Moxtra can integrate with a bank's back-end system to automate the entire order process and more, giving very valuable time back to your relationship managers and your client experiences. Moxtra was built in partnership with the world's leading financial institutions such as Citibank, and our client base ranges far and wide. We're working with 50+ leading financial institutions across the world, of all sizes, whether that's the likes of Citibank, Raiffeisen Bank, OCBC Singapore, Van Lanschot, Stonehog Fleming, Bank of Queensland, Standard Chartered, FIS, and many more. We support organizations of all sizes, whether it's a small RIA, family office, or one of the world's largest financial institutions. As the term One-Stop Hub suggests, our solution provides cloud workspaces that are designed around supporting multi-mode client interaction workflows, which are critical to financial firms' wealth management experience. This is everything from secure messaging, multi-layer document collaboration, video messaging, online meetings, transaction approvals, digital signatures, project and task management, virtual data rooms, and much more. Our bank-grade security architecture was defined and co-created with Citibank in Asia. It provides a sophisticated identity management framework tuned for client interaction use cases. As auditability and compliance are a critical part of our design, our solutions can be deployed in public, private, and on-premise environments. And with complete control and oversight of every single interaction between your clients, relationship managers, and staff, your organization now significantly reduces flight risk of staff members with easy ability to transfer relationships to new staff members if somebody leaves without any disruption to your client experience. For private wealth firms, more engagement means more sales. So whether it's supporting your clients through high-touch interaction workflows like account opening, portfolio reconciliations, setting up a GRAT, approving an investment transaction, planning for a liquidity event, or setting up a trust, you can now entice your clients through the convenience of a one-stop experience and streamline the delivery of client service of your entire operation, all from within your one-stop hub under your organization's control.
Thank you for listening, everyone. If you want to continue the conversation, we're at booth 2, so hope to see you there. Thank you. All right, I'm guessing it's good afternoon now, not good morning. Let's see. There we go. So I'm Jenny Deal. I'm here to talk about Web Financial Group. So Web Financial Group, we are celebrating our 20-year anniversary this year. So we've been around for 20 years. We've always been digital. So coming to a digital world is not something new for us. In that 20 years, we reached about 120 employees. We got 6 European offices. And as you can see on this slide, we have private equity backing from Bridgepoint and Deutsche Balaton. So what do we do? I'm going to jump straight into a mini business case of what we're doing for Barclays Smart Investor. So Barclays Smart Investor is Barclays' retail offering for investing in shares. And what we do for them is we build, host, and provide their front-end investment tools. So this is a fairly typical example of what we do for our clients. So we manage financial price data across all asset classes. So everything from equities, fixed income, derivatives, ETFs, funds, even crypto these days. And we also manage a number of complementary information around these type of information. So reference data, news, fundamental data. Let's see. Shall I click forward or no? And what we do with this data is that we managed and build it into digital applications for our customers. And that's across everything from web to mobile to native apps. And we do that in a number of different formats as well. So the example I had here with Barclays, we build and host their entire platform, but we also do things like APIs, customized widgets, and Angular widgets, which can be controlled by the end customer. Kind of conclude where I was coming from. What we're looking to do is basically taking the pain of managing price data from our customers and doing that on our side. Just looking a little bit at Barclays. So this is for their investment platform. Basically, what we have done here is we provide the financial underlying data for their clients to be able to take investment decisions. So that's to give input for new investments. So this is self-selecting, but also to give them the peace of mind to know that the investment decisions they have taken are still valid. So they can go in and see price data, fundamentals, technical analysis, news data on their investments, and feel safe and secure in that what they're doing is a good decision. This portal has been built with a mobile-first thinking. So it's built in responsive design, for example, that can also be used within native apping. What we've spent quite a lot of time on is making sure that the data is intuitive and easy to understand for a retail investor. So for example, here we got charting to see how earnings per share is developing over time. Or over here, we got these speed dials to show whether a broker recommendation is going from red to blue, so buy to sell in a Barclays context. And the other aspect that we have delivered for them is to work with their client acquisition. So we worked with how to make sure that their web pages are ending up on the first page of a Google search for certain search terms. So that's working with search engine optimization, providing them with unique content. And that is to drive their organic client acquisition. Now, we do a number of other things as well, as you can see on this slide. So everything from kind of client onboarding and KYC, as well as the client acquisition aspect that we're doing, to portfolio management and model portfolios. We also have the possibility of taking on the full management of data, and that includes managing things like third-party vendor fees, or exchange fees, and taking away that pain from our customers, so we can deal with that aspect of the of providing financial data. And in certain contexts, we also provide things like risk management and trading connectivity, so we take over the full kind of trading interface for our customers as well. And here are a few of our reference clients across Europe. And if this is something that sounds like it's something that you would be interested in, I will be around all day. Please feel free to come and speak to me. Thank you.
The global bond market is valued at around $120 trillion and ripe for disruption. Technology is changing everything. It's time to say goodbye to the investment industry as we know it. Investment management is still relying on time-consuming manual processes, which are prone to human errors, leaving a world of untapped data and opportunities behind. Bond IT helps investment managers stay one step ahead of the market with automated portfolio management and credit research powered by transparent, explainable AI. Our innovative portfolio construction and optimization technology allows asset managers to fully digitize their bond investing. Capture more data-driven insight. Leverage machine learning and explainable AI to spot investments' fallen angels and catch those untapped rising stars before they start to shine. Process huge volumes of data every single second. Sounds better than an Excel sheet, right? Leading financial institutions around the world already use Bond IT, building a lasting competitive advantage by utilizing innovative technology and AI to boost their portfolio. Better performance, greater efficiency, delivering optimal results for their clients. Bond IT helps investors outperform the market.
CFRA Research is the largest truly independent research firm in the world. We partner with clients to deliver a broad range of unique research solutions through a number of lenses, including fundamental equity, ETF and fund, technical, policy, legal and regulatory, and forensic accounting research. Our clients include some of the world's largest asset managers, hedge funds, wealth managers, and online investing platforms in the world. In the wealth management world, perhaps the biggest transformation that our clients are facing is digitalization. And as such, CFRA has invested significantly into our technology and infrastructure. And today, we can deliver and integrate our research, data, and analytics to meet any of our client requirements. In fact, many of our largest clients are choosing to integrate CFRA's research and data through our Research as a Service API. Delivering our research through an API enables clients to access our high-quality research and data in real time through a simple and flexible API solution that enables the atomization of our content and allows for custom presentation. This has been very important for clients seeking to build a unique and differentiated digital experience for their users. One platform through which clients can access our research is our web-based portal, MarketScope Advisor, where you can access all of our fundamental, equity, ETF, and mutual fund research. By utilizing screeners embedded into the platform, watch lists, and alerts, clients can customize their research experience to ensure they are up to speed on all the companies, ETFs, or funds they care about most. On the screen, you'll see our stock screener. Right here, we're selecting 3, 4, and 5-star ranked companies in the United States and Europe, within the consumer discretionary and the financial sectors. This list that comes up of 335 stocks is interactive. You can sort by ranking. You can sort by a number of different metrics. This can all be sent to Excel, can be saved, or added to a watch list. And alerts can be set up from there so that you can keep up to speed on these companies that you care about most. Our research team of 80 plus provides qualitative coverage of 1,600 companies globally, 1,900 ETFs, and 15,000 mutual funds. Our team also regularly publishes in-depth thematic research. Our thematic research digs into near and longer-term trends and identifies related opportunities across equities, ETFs, and mutual funds. Led by our Chief Investment Strategist, Sam Stovall, CFRA also produces widely followed research into sectors. Clients leverage our interactive sector scorecard to identify our favorite sectors, drill down to find the best industries in those sectors, and then drill down even further to find our current best equity ideas within those industries. Finally, CFRA offers 20 equity and ETF model portfolios, including 5 new ESG-focused model portfolios. Our model portfolios are managed by the most senior research leaders at the firm, and often viewed as the culmination of all of our research and expertise, distilled into best ideas lists. Many of our models have long-term track records of 20+ years and have delivered outperformance over multiple time periods throughout multiple market cycles. Everything we do at CFRA is built with our clients in mind and deliverable via the best-in-class technology. As the world continues to change, our clients need to deliver a differentiated digital investing experience, and CFRA is here to help. For more information, visit our website at cfraresearch.com or give us a call at 800-220-0502. Thank you.
Hi, I am Shankar Sundaram, COO of Latent Bridge. Latent Bridge is a global intelligent automation company that has developed Albi. a distinctive pay-as-you-go SaaS platform with proprietary automation accelerators that can optimize and scale your digital programs. Latent Bridge was created with the purpose of making intelligent automation accessible to every enterprise. While large enterprises are challenged with agility and nimbleness, mid-market firms often find the upfront costs of automation intimidating. Companies therefore need a specialist to first understand which process to automate, what tools are the best fit for their organization, what is the payback period or business resiliency, what is the cost of licenses, and what other tools are required alongside. That's why Latent Bridge offers enterprise-ready automation solutions on a pay-as-you-go basis that helps lower the upfront costs of adoption and aligns the cost of automation with the benefit derived from it. We bring together the entire automation toolset, be it RPA, machine learning, natural language processing, artificial intelligence, and analytics, to help our customers achieve their business goals. Furthermore, our unique blend of deep domain knowledge combined with specialized automation expertise allows us to build and customize market or industry-specific solutions for financial services, legal, and healthcare industry in an accelerated manner. Latent Bridge also works closely with wealth managers and wealth advisors and has built the Connected Advisor platform that delivers hyper-personalized advice for today's digitally native investor. In the video that follows, you will see the benefits of the Connected Advisor platform and how it can transform the traditional advisory model and deliver value to every stakeholder participating in the wealth advisory business. Thank you.
Perceptive client insights can transform the wealth management business. But insights are not easy to come by, particularly when too much time is spent collecting and collating data, going through scores of documents with so many aspects to consider. Delivering personalized and timely advice to every client becomes extremely challenging, and finding time to build valuable customer relationships and gain a deeper understanding of clients takes a backseat. That's why Latent Bridge developed the Connected Advisor platform, an AI-based SaaS platform for wealth managers and wealth advisors. Its unique blend of artificial intelligence and human overlay enables you to deliver hyper-personalized advice at speed and scale to your digitally savvy customers. With intelligent CRM, smart reminders and notifications, you will never miss a client meeting. Keeping a calendar of activities is easy. Not just that, every customer interaction on phone, email, online and in person is captured to provide perceptive client insights. The platform automatically creates a smart client profile powered by an interactive workflow that collects all the client documentation in one place, enabling easier and faster digital onboarding, while our API form enables instant verification of KYC, AML and documents. Built based on artificial intelligence and machine learning, the recommendation engine delivers tailored and unbiased smart advice for every client, bringing valued investment guidance based on risk attitude and insights, market research and regulatory conditions. Further, the digital case checker with AI-enabled compliance and administration helps wealth managers customize rules for risk reduction at instrument, customer and firm level and regularly run compliance checks. The automated client reports provides timely information on client current state on a real-time and historical basis. Portfolio advice suitability and target asset allocation. The Connected Advisor platform from Latent Bridge is a game changer. It enhances a wealth advisor's capacity to handle 5 times more business volumes and automates 80% of manual and paper-intensive tasks, reduces the risk of errors while providing protection and profitability to the business. The Connected Advisor platform, helping you go beyond advice. Latent Bridge, Intelligent automation accelerated.
Good day, my name is Ivan Schafthuizen, responsible for the business development of Ortec Finance in EMEA. Due to COVID travel restrictions, I can't attend this Global Wealth Tech Summit in person, but I'm excited to present to you our Opal solution for goal-based financial planning and monitoring. I would like to start with a few words on Ortec Finance. Ortec Finance is a global provider of technology and solutions for financial risk and return management, helping institutional and private investors to manage the complexity of investment decision-making. Our global and long-standing client base comprise leaders in the pensions, insurance, asset management and private wealth management markets. For private investors, Ortec Finance wants to guide the most impactful financial decisions based upon the client goals. This includes goal-based wealth planning, financial planning, but also monitoring these objectives and associated risk to provide calls to actions when clients are off track. We do that for all segments, ranging from retail mass affluent up to high net worth individuals and ultra high net worth individuals. Major clients in the private investor markets are ING, ABN AMRO, Quintet Group, Robo Platforms, and in the UK I may mention Fidelity, who is using our Opal solution in the area of retirement planning, but also St. James Place Wealth Management is using the Opal solution. The question is, what is goal-based planning? We believe goal-based planning is the integration of wealth planning and cash flow planning. We experience a need to bridge the advice gap by delivering cost-efficient goal-based planning for 100% of your clients versus servicing just a niche of your clients with nitty-gritty and costly financial planning. In the next few minutes, my colleague will show you one Opal application which is fully integrated into Salesforce, but this is just one of the Opal solutions ranging from robo investment advice up to full-fledged financial planning and monitoring.
Helping your clients meet their financial goals adds value and increases client satisfaction, retention, and drives revenue growth. At the core of this value proposition is the requirement to ensure that your clients' goals are on track and the portfolio that is going to be funding those goals is optimized for both risk and return. So how can advisors track the feasibility of hundreds of individual client goals while the portfolios are evolving and changing based on market changes with new cash flows and changes to the asset allocation? That is why we have developed a solution. Opal for Salesforce enables advisors to guide and monitor their clients' financial goals directly on Salesforce with daily updates based on their current portfolio by using sophisticated economic models to calculate realistic goal feasibility. This unique app for Salesforce uses the Opal engine that links investment portfolios to clients' financial objectives and tracks the progress over time on a daily basis. Your advisors are guided to link investment products to the goals of their clients to make their dreams come true. With our real-time data, you are at all times informed whether your clients are on or off track to reach their financial goals. The advisory dashboard will signal any off-track client objectives. In case client goals are not on track, you can optimize their deposits or change their risk profile with the help of our automated advice suggestions and comparison of portfolios and goal feasibility. Now, your client is back on track again. Opal uses realistic portfolio projections of institutional quality based on monthly updated economic scenarios for more than 700 asset classes. This enables advisors, wealth managers, and planners to translate their clients' goals into suitable investment portfolios. Opal is available as native app on the Salesforce platform, which enables a seamless and integrated plug-and-play solution for the advisor. We offer the unique capability to connect actual portfolios to long-term goals using the most advanced economic models available. The benefits for advisors? Guide your client by linking investments to their personal goals. Daily monitoring of every client goal based on actual portfolios using realistic economic models will enable advisors to add value, engage clients with insights on how to meet their long-term goals, and build a truly scalable business. All integrated in Salesforce.
I thank you for your attendance and do hope you enjoyed this short presentation and demo. Just let me know your questions or requests for a demo. ivan.schafthuizen@ortecfinance.com or mobile +31 620 62 0086. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Rita Ringer. I'm the founder and CEO of Globalance. We have created a great tool to visualize the impact of your portfolio on our planet. It's kind of a Google Earth for investors. I would like to start with this gentleman and his grandson. Actually, the story between them shows really what the challenge is that we have, and it's represented by this chart here. On the horizontal axis, you see your year of birth, and on the vertical axis you see what is your carbon budget in your lifetime. Prince Charles was born in 1948, so he had a carbon budget of about 807 tons. His grandson Archie is born in 2019, so he has about a level of 83 tons. So that really shows the challenge that we have. So the investors want to know, what is the impact of my money? Is it part of the solution or is it part of the problem? And actually a lot of asset manager banks are offering that, but the challenge is that there's also a lot of greenwashing in the market. So how to compare all those ESG reports from the different banks? Every bank has a different approach, a different scoring, and that's very challenging for investors. So the solution that we've built is kind of tool for Google Earth for investors. It's based on the planet, and we represent all the information that are relevant for investors in that context. So you see on the globe that we have created in a digital form, what is the impact, what is the footprint. You will see the megatrends that you are invested in. That's not something you see in investment reports. You see the climate score, you also see the financials, and you see that all for your portfolio, but also for every single investment. So you can see all those informations. So that's a tool that we have created. I give you a short run through. You can see here every country on the globe. You can see every company in your portfolio in that country with the global exposure to climate. So this is 3 degrees. You can see to what percentage your portfolio is invested. You can see the single companies here in your portfolio and their contribution to global warming. On the left side, there's a menu. You can see the footprint as well, the ESG impact on the portfolio on each country that is reflected in your portfolio. You can also see the megatrends. That's an interesting function. Actually, we have 9 megatrends here. Let's click on new mobility. So what's your exposure? It's about 4% in your portfolio. We explained the megatrend here, and here you can see also which companies in your portfolio are exposed to that special megatrend. You do have a different perspective as well. You can change the portfolios, you can change indices. Here the DAX, the German index, has a warming potential of 4 degrees. I go back here to the S&P 500, which has a warming potential of 3 degrees. We can have a different perspective from the companies. You can see every company in your portfolio with the climate exposure and with the weighting in your portfolio. You can also compare portfolios. I compare the S&P 500 with the DAX index. You see that the DAX has a much higher warming potential with 4 degrees, a much lower megatrend exposure. You can compare the returns. You also can look for companies or bonds or countries. That's here Tesla, and then you see for every company the different components, the warming potential, the footprint, the exposure to the megatrends. So that's a tool. It's really a cool tool. You can explore it by yourself. It's open source and everybody can use it. So the use case is really that investors can use that tool. On one side, it's private investors, high net worth, family offices, pension funds. They can upload their portfolio and do an analysis. They can consolidate portfolios. They can analyze portfolios. They can compare it with benchmarks. They can improve it. On the other side, we have suppliers that use that tool as a reporting tool for their clients, for their investments, like banks, fund managers that offer funds, asset managers, wealth managers. So we have a use case for both sides of the investment side. And you can check it out on globalanceworld.com. I would like to thank you very much for your attention.